Hi, everyone, and welcome to The Fall of Mortu. Glad you could join us. We're happy to be here. Um, Before I go ahead and introduce our lovely cast, we are missing one of our members. They are not with us today. So just a moment of silence for sensationally.me. That's okay. They will be back next week and ready to join the action. But I would love to introduce our wonderful cast to you all. My name is Alex at Alexander the D&D Dad on TikTok. And Janders, why don't you get us started?
Sure, I am Jared or Janders, whatever you prefer. I am Janders42 on TikTok, and I just found out that J.K. Simmons is absolutely cut. Just like
Google it.
super ripped.
I tell you.
Google it, yeah.
All right, Round. How about you?
I am SRoundDND, and you can find me at SRoundDND on TikTok. And I will be playing Blanca, God of Lost Thoughts, today.
Hey, Justin.
I'm Justin, or Jaros1 on TikTok and Instagram. I'm playing Not Pearly. Teeth.
Love it. Operator?
Hi, I'm Hello Operator on TikTok and Twitch, and currently Goodbye Operator on Discord because my stuff got hacked and my account got disabled. But we got everything figured out, so it's completely my fault. We were a little bit late tonight. Sorry.
We are just happy to have you with us. All right, and last but definitely not least, Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan, aka Dan the Baker, on TikTok and Twitter and other things. You know where to find it. Today, I'm playing Barb, the goddess of confidence.
Fantastic. All right, and I would like to dedicate this episode to sensationally.me, as well as I am actually Kayla's dad. There we go.
Yes, shout out to Kayla's dad.
Kayla's dad. Round of applause for Kayla's dad.
Yes, please.
As I completely slipped my...
I forgot about that, yeah.
All right. Shall we actually play some games?
Woo!
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. So a lot has happened if you haven't been joining us on our adventure. Let's see. We've battled some weird smoke. We've seen a city start to disappear. Hades has risen up and terrified our group to not moving to where they had to be saved. Went and saw an old man. Flirted. There's a lot of flirting. That's in everything. Just this
Three
action,
bards in the
flirt,
party, there will be
action.
flirting.
Yeah, exactly. We do have 3 bards. We have our lovely crab in the party. We saw an old man get obliterated into dust, come back as a small human, and then went on a trip to a candy shop where we faced an eyebolic door. Spent a lot of time doing that, getting our way into the underworld city. And our players have changed, are ready, are looking their best and looking the part to join the city. And I believe that is where we left you. So with that quick synopsis, you guys are at the top of this, basically like kind of a road that leads down into the city. So what are you all doing?
Okay. So, has anyone got a plan of some sort?
Well, we gotta find Wiro, right? So, I mean, might as well get in the city and ask around.
Right. I believe Wiro was our point of contact who will tell us how to find these. Eyes are going to help us find. There were like a few artifacts that he knew about, one that he didn't know about, but with the ones he knew about, we should be able to overcome the god of death. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Easy.
we'll definitely be able to overcome the god of death.
Yeah.
I'm not the best at locating stuff if I haven't moved it and if I haven't written it down. So just point me in the direction where you need me to hit someone, and I'll do that.
Well, get your notebook ready, so that you can make sure we write everything down. But let's start heading down to the city, all right? And
Yep.
yeah, Barb starts marching her way down. Which, remember, she does now look exactly like Morticia Adams.
That's true. Yes, we established this.
I think Reginald is just every generic, not the main character in an Assassin's Creed game right now.
They're like the Adams family values Morticia, not the Wednesday Morticia. Just to be clear.
Yes,
Gotcha.
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
At a game,
The tea drinking
totally
one.
different. Totally
Yeah.
different.
Oh yeah.
Very.
Okay, so you're all just making your way down to the city and walking your way in.
Yep.
All right. So as you make the journey down into there, it doesn't take too long. As you find yourself in the city, you do notice that it's constantly twilight. It's constantly basically dark, but there's just a hint of light kind of coming over the horizon, just as far as your eyes can see, to basically enough to give you enough light in the city, but it's still pretty dim and shadowy and dark. And as you go, there's still like this kind of eerie fog that just kind of covers the floor. Like there's some parts where you can kind of see where you're walking, and other parts where it almost looks like you're kind of walking through like a bog. Even though you're still kind of hitting the stone pavement, it kind of gives you that eerie, like, am I actually going to touch solid ground as I step down? And everything's very like old Victorian, just not like dilapidated, but some look like they're falling apart, but they're held together. You'll see some buildings that look like they've been constructed out of bone, some that are made out of stone. It's very eclectic, much like, the city that you're used to. And as you start, walking down one of probably the main road, I would assume you guys would kind of go down that way at first before it branches out. One of the buildings you kind of take a look at, and it's shaped like a big, like dragon skull, 2 stories tall as you stand there. And as you start to come up to it, it starts to kind of just and just starts to shake, and it just starts lifting up off the ground. And then suddenly these like long feet just kind of block your path for a moment. And as you look up, it's this large hermit crab standing 4 stories tall, this big dragon skull on its back. And it turns around, and you just see its eyes just kind of pivot, and they look right at you, Reginald.
Right then. Hello. Friend of yours.
You just see it start to kind of just slowly sink down, getting closer and closer. You can't make out the sounds. It's making these gurgly noises as this one massive claw kind of comes out, and it just kind of boops her right on where, if she had a nose, where it would be. And now she has inspiration.
Regina has inspiration.
Yes, just Regina.
Yep.
And you see this large hermit crab just kind of stand back up, and it just starts going back over the city and off into the distance, leaving this big chasm of where it was sitting.
Is that flirting? That felt like flirting.
Regina is way too young to be dating.
That more felt like an older sibling saying, "You're gonna do fine." Yes, I think that was it. You just see everything as flirting.
I mean, we did say action, flirt, action, so.
Yeah.
I would like
so
to use my bonus action to flirt.
I'll allow it.
I would like to give him the help action on that flirt.
Okay, so you're kind of like close to like the center of like where the city would kind of be. It's got a very similar layout to what you're used to, but everything's different, and shops are not where they should be. But it does have that similar feel, so you don't feel completely out of place where you are, but you definitely don't know where you are.
Are there people around?
Yeah, there's a good amount of people just kind of walking and talking. It's a busy town, so you can kind of hear some murmurs of people talking about their day. Some of the sacrifices that they've been given over the past, a few hundred years or so. Some bragging about how some are, sacrificing more than others, and it's kind of like idle chit chat, but it's weird because it's very dark, but very positive in a way. So you might overhear a conversation of, a couple sitting at a table and like, did you hear so-and-so had 1,000 people sacrificed to them just the other day. You might hear conversations like that as you're sitting there. Other people
Blanca's
are,
writing that
having
stuff
normal
down.
conversations like, "Oh, what did you have for breakfast?" And you'll see, a couple of gentlemen walking down the street, and they're like talking about, maybe their workout routine or what they're doing to stay godly looking.
Yeah, because
Right.
obviously they have to look hot because they are evil gods. So
And yeah,
they have to
hot
look
people are evil.
awesome. They have to look hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Papa
Right.
Nurgle's not evil.
I think
Right. It's one of you
I've
more
died and gone
charismatic
to
folk.
hell. This is amazing.
One of you charismatic folk want to do this, or you want me to try and twist somebody's ear?
So maybe we should just try and find the most important looking building and start there. Is
I
there
think
an
we're the
important
mo-
looking building?
Well, depending on what you're looking for, yeah, there's plenty of important looking buildings. There's some taverns, there's bakeries, there's all kinds of shops and everything. I wouldn't say that there's not like a city hall or anything like that. There's some
I think the
important looking
tavern is
buildings.
There's a bakery, you say?
There is a bakery. Actually, right over to your left. And as you all kind of attune into your keen sense of smell, you get a very charcoaly, burnt smell that just kind of lingers in the nostrils. Like if you had nose hair, it's singed. That's how pungent this smell is. And as you kind of look over on the side, there's a board that says exotic delights.
For a second, I thought Not Pearly's candy store was a franchise.
Barb,
Yeah.
how would you like to make a little pit stop over at the bakery and maybe make some acquaintances with the workers?
Sure. I mean, I love a good baker.
Oh, well, let's go. And I dart off.
All right.
Follow.
Okay, so you make your way over to the bakery, and you can see that it's a very nice looking bakery. It's nothing super sinister about it. It says exotic delights on there, and on the window it's got in like kind of gold etch. It says bakery, and there's a little sign that says open. And in the window you can kind of see that there's like pastries laid out, and it would look like pastries, very ones that are done in like very ornate. Like one looks like a teddy bear. There's rolls, there's baguettes, there's all those, but all of them are black. Completely and utterly black and burnt. And as you get closer, that smell kind of just gets like in that like spot in the back of your throat when you first smell something that's burnt.
I burnt enough croissants to know what that smells like.
Mhm.
I'll say to Promise, I don't think this bakery has the sweets that we're looking for. Looks like it might be a little bit too exotic.
Oh, I was just thinking about maybe going in and getting a direction from them.
Okay.
Maybe
I mean, yeah,
maybe
we
a
can do that.
lead. What was
Yeah.
the individual's name we're looking for again?
Weiro.
Lero?
It's Lero? Weiro.
Weiro.
Weiro,
Okay.
yeah.
Weiro. Gotcha. And I walk in.
Okay, so you walk in, and it looks like your typical, like nice downtown bakery. It's very bright inside. It's very, very lively. There's nobody else in there. And as you kind of go through, the little bell that's just kind of floating in midair kind of jingles as you walk through. And a few moments later, a very lovely looking person comes walking out of the back, and she looks very pleasant. She's got nice like blonde curly hair, just kind of like just almost touching the shoulders as she comes out. And she's like, "Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. What can I do for
There.
you?"
Oh, I do love the smell of burnt bread in the morning.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
We've come to pick up some goodies before we have a meeting in town. We thought
Okay.
we'd bring a nice, baked goods tray for our employer, and we saw this and we decided we couldn't pass up.
Oh, how
You might know
delightful.
him.
Oh,
You might know
maybe.
him. You might know what it is. Do you know what Have you heard of Wiro? Do you know what his favorite baked good is?
Ooh, I haven't seen him in quite some time. But yeah, he does like he likes his almond croissants. I'm
Ooh.
Chelsea, by the way. By the way, this name and person was brought to you by our very own moderator on Discord, X. So thank you.
Mm. I reach out my hand and I go, "Oh, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Ven."
Nice to meet you. And she comes out and shakes your hand.
Okay. And how much for the almond croissant?
Oh, I haven't had anybody come in for quite some time. Just, goddess of bad bakes and all that whatnot. How about the first one's on me?
Oh, please. I want like a dozen.
A dozen. Oh my. Okay, well I can scrounge up about a dozen or so. And you see her going to work, kind of picking out some out of there, and
Okay.
put them in a little paper bag for you.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Thank you. And I toss her a gold and go, "I hope this will cover that." And I guess we should be off to see Wiro. And oh, I apologize. Do you do you know which direction he's in? I seem to have gotten turned around.
Well, let's see. I don't exactly know where he lives, but he does like to hang out, at the taverns or so. Very, doom and gloom type person and all that. His favorite one that I can remember, I've seen him there a number of times. He's usually likes the fuzzy duckling.
Oh, oh yes, the fuzzy duckling. Oh, yeah, that was the
We've
name.
forgotten.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Chelsea.
Oh,
And please, hope you have a very awful day.
well, thank you. And she bids you adieu as you walk out.
I immediately press to digitate this like something better smelling over these burnt croissants because my nose is burning.
I eat one.
How
Uh,
close? How close and are you to the bakery when you do that?
After like when we're like back with the group.
Okay, like so a
Yeah.
good distance away. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Not where she can
Out of
see you.
eyesight. Of course,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'd say Reginald's probably like leaning against the wall, just kind of watching the street, waiting for them to come out. So, did you learn anything while you was in there?
We gotta go find a fuzzy duckling.
So
Fuzzy
his
duckling?
bakeries, and does he fuzzy ducklings are here? It
Yeah.
seems very, very well.
I mean, it's a tavern, not an actual duckling. So
Right, which
tavern.
honestly makes me a little bit more worried. I hope they don't serve their drinks inside the fuzzy ducklings, but we'll find out soon enough, I suppose.
It could be.
Not
It
like
could
that.
be.
The only issue is we did not learn where the fuzzy duckling is from this baker.
Good point.
So
If you mind, I can help out on this one. I would like to find the drunkest man on the street.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a perception for me.
Very well.
roll perception for alcoholism.
Right.
17 on the die. That is a dirty 20. Store bought.
All right, perfect. So as you're kind of scanning around, you take a look over, and on one of the benches, not too far from where y'all standing, you see somebody passed out, drunk, just off their ass, basically, bottle in hand.
Walk over and take a knee. Hey, buddy, that bottle of yours looks empty. No place where we can fill that up for you. I'll tap him on the chin.
Okay, I was like, you go up and you say this, and they're just as you go and tap them, no response.
Pinch his nose shut.
A few moments go by, and all of a sudden, sits up. Oof.
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How are you feeling?
Don't you know it's bad luck to wake a drunk man?
Only if you don't plan on getting him drunker. What we're looking for is a fuzzy duckling. And you, my friend, look like you could use another drink.
I like you. That's a good call.
You point us in the right direction, my friend.
That way.
You quite sure?
Point you down the street. Yes.
There you go. I'll hand him my wineskin.
You see him just, much obliged, just starts drinking.
Ladies, gentlemen, stealers of teeth, right this way.
Impressive.
Only if he was actually right. He was drunk off his arse.
Fair.
Well, if there's one thing a drunk man knows, it's where to get a drink. So that's what my grandpappy always said.
All
I'm
right,
not going
so
to read into that.
you go down the way that he pointed you?
That's the way I'm heading.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you all start walking down that way. And it gets to a point where you think that he was befuddling you, just totally off there. And then just right at the edge of where you're about to give up, you see a little tiny sign just barely hanging, kind of swinging. Like it looks like it was attached to by two like hooks, and now it's just one, just kind of swinging there. And it's the shape of a duck. And in kind of faded letters on there, it says the Fuzzy Duckling.
It's like a anatomically correct duck. Is it like a cartoon
like a
duck?
rubber
duck?
Like a rubber duck.
A rubber duck. Yeah.
Yeah, like a rubber
A rubber duck with fuzz.
It looks like it could have been yellow at one point, but doesn't look like it's been very well taken care of.
Ladies, gentlemen, I'm gonna go have myself a drink.
I think you should be
I think I'm not
careful
drinking.
with what you drink here.
I'm pretty sure they have exactly what I'm looking for here.
Do you mind if
that-
I join?
Oh, by all means.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's stick together. I don't think we should
Yeah,
separate
yeah,
too much around
definitely.
here.
We could also we could always do two halfling in a big coat if we have to hide.
That's that only works one time, and you know that, Blanca.
Yeah, that's right.
But we'll
we
keep that in
haven't
the
tried it
back
here though. We haven't tried it down here though.
pocket.
Walking into this place, what do we see?
Okay, so all of you guys are going in, and as soon as you go in, doesn't look like a very large establishment. It looks, pretty deep. Doesn't look very wide as you walk in, and there's a lot of just wooden tables and chairs around. Just about, like average height one, not the high bar stool ones, the small ones. And there's a few people here. They're kind of, drinking. They look like they've been in here for a good number of years, having a drink or two. And, time passing differently for all of you than it does for mortals. And, some are in good conversation. You can kind of hear them, talking about the day. In the back corner, you might see a couple of, orc gods, challenging each other to shots. And they're full-size, mugs, but they're doing shots of them in the back there. But they look like they're kind of minding their own business. And it's very calm. And you can see somebody in the corner just kind of, playing a very soft guitar, but not really paying attention to anybody.
Can I ask? Do we see mostly demigods, or do we see any gods?
Roll.
Don't make me roll for that.
Roll. No, you asked. You roll. Roll
Damn
do an Arcana or a History for me.
Oh no, but I have.
Do I see
minus
any
to it.
attractive people around me?
Roll. What would that be? That's a great. I guess that'd just be a straight.
Can I get the
perception.
help
Is there any
action
one?
from Regina?
I'll give you the help action. I'll help you out with that.
Thank you.
'Cause I have a plus
Never
0.
mind. That will be a 9.
Okay.
17.
17. All right. So you don't notice too well who's a god or demigod. It does look like a mix, but you don't recognize any names or faces from what you can recognize. As far as attractive people, depending on what you're into, there's quite a bit to choose from.
All of them.
There's There's
And
from
Does it have
D,
a
all
house?
of the
all
above.
the way up to 12s.
So I guess we should talk to the bartender if we want to get a drink and some information.
Right. Well, Promiscuity over there is admiring the buffet.
I think we should leave him to it.
Sorry, did you say something?
Not at all, love. You enjoy previewing the menu. The
It's a
barkeep.
very large menu.
Side note here, operator. You weren't gonna play Sin's character, right?
No, I was not.
Okay, no, that's perfect. I just want to make sure.
I don't have their character sheet.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Okay, so everybody roll a perception for me.
I'm rolling hot tonight.
Ooh,
Oh snap! That is awful.
23.
23, nice.
8.
So, oh, twins.
2.
Twinsies.
Okay.
Yay.
As weird as it might be, Promisque is the only one to realize that Pride is no longer with you.
Oh, of course. What do you mean? Of course, I'm keeping tabs of it on
Even
every
though
attractive
eyes are on
person
the
here.
smorgasbord. You're the only one that noticed. Okay. All right. So what are you guys doing now?
Oh, there seems to be a problem. Pride, Blanca, Pride
Yeah.
is gone.
Oh. Yeah, Pride does that sometimes. They will be back though.
Oh,
They just sometimes drift off with ideas. They will be back.
oh, that's all I needed to hear. Bartender.
And as you call that, you just hear the heavy footsteps of a very tall 7-foot bartender coming in from the shadows with a glass in hand, just kind of cleaning it with what would be
Blanca
called a
just
towel?
looking up.
Yeah, pretty much. Just over the bar. I mean, you could call it a towel that they're using. You see this the 7-foot bear, like an actual bear,
Like an
Like a
actual bear.
like an actual bear.
Cool.
So this idea was brought to us by Callus, and you see this big bear standing there and just kind of leans down. A big white polar bear kind of standing there. Yeah, what can I do for you, lot?
Is it bartender?
I would like, and I kind of point to one of the, as you described, 12s in the room, whatever they are having.
Which one? That one? Or that one?
I'll let you choose.
All right. He goes and pulls a bottle of a strange liquor. Not really sure what it is. You can't really read the label. What languages do you know?
Oh, so I know infernal, abyssal, common, and there's another one, but I can't load my character sheet right now because D&D Beyond is down for me.
Okay. That's okay. With those that you remember, you can't read it.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't need to.
Okay. So he goes and he pours you, like in a small, just glass.
Oh,
And it's
thanks,
this kind
love.
of like clear liquid. He just slides it over to you.
And I just take a nice sniff, swirl it around a little bit, and take a slight swig of it.
Okay. And like, so from a very strong alcohol, like what would you kind of think, like that would kind of like smell to you or kind of like feel like as you kind of take a drink of it? Like imagine a very strong like drink. What would that kind of smell and taste like?
Ooh, delicious.
Perhaps some like floral notes
I
kind of
would
wafting
say
into your
maybe,
nose.
Maybe like some oakiness, you know, some you know, I don't know. I
Notes
I
of
don't-
licorice.
Yeah.
Smells
I
like
typically
drunk.
go for dark
Yeah.
liquors, not clear ones. So I don't know.
Okay, well those are all the kind of
Yes.
smells that you get from this as you take a
Perfect.
good sip of it.
Oh, it's Sambuca. Perfect. Licorice.
It tastes like pizza and
Perfect.
orange juice.
Ew.
Okay, and you see the bear kind of turn and look at the rest of you. What about you guys?
Coffee, please.
Coffee? All right.
It's plain.
I'll have the house white.
All right. Teethy, what about you?
Something sweet.
Something sweet? Okay. You see, produces a couple of cups of coffee, a very tall glass of white wine, and what basically looks like a tiki drink inside of a pineapple.
As he's doing that, I'd like to just to the casual observer, my fingers just kind of rapping on the table. But in thieves' cant, just kind of put out that I'm looking for someone.
All right. So that'll take you a little bit of time while you're tapping that out. But the rest of you just kind of sitting and observing and drinking.
I'm gonna lean onto the bar and chat up with the bartender. So how's business been around here? Looks like you've got quite a loyal customer base hanging around.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's good. You know, some eons better, some not so good.
Of course. Oh, how rude! I'm Visca, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Visca. Oh, interesting. Hey, shakes your hand. I am You're not from here, are you?
Depends on, I'm from a lot of places.
Okay. I'm Igor the Stout.
Why the title?
I do okay. Got a great mead.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say legendary.
Oh, legendary mead.
Some would say.
If some would say it, I'm sure those some have a good opinion.
They have good taste.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to try your mead sometime.
Okay. Hey, Reginald, do a perception check for me.
Absolutely.
And while he's doing that, so you see he kind of produces a bottle that's obviously his own bottle, no label, and it's got this very amber, like honey-colored liquid. And he goes and pours you a small little shot of it and slides it over to you, Barb.
19.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'll swirl it around, take a wafting sniff, and then take a sip. That is lovely. I can see why someone would call it legendary.
Well, thank you. Have you ever actually had mead before, Dan?
I don't drink alcohol, so no.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Okay, so mead, it's kind of like a wine.
It's honey,
made
I know
with
that.
honey. Yeah, it's made with honey. It's fermented honey.
Here.
So it's got
Having
a
fun.
very strong flavor to it, but it's very sweet. Not like
Mhm.
overly
It's
sweet, but it's
sweet
got, yeah. Depending on the type of mead that it is very sweet. So it's got a very lovely, floral flavor to it.
Is this just Pooh Bear grown up?
It must be.
Yeah.
It very well could be.
Is he wearing pants?
It is now.
Ooh,
It is
perception.
now.
Perception for pants.
Perception for pants.
Roll
That's
for
a
pants.
7.
That's 7. You are so enamored with this alcohol, you cannot tell. Reginald, you do notice that he is kind of glancing over at you as you're tapping.
Just kind of smile and nod. Just make that eye contact. I'll wait for him to come back over.
Okay, and he finishes up his conversation with Barb, and you let me know if you need more. And he
Of course.
kind of slides over Reginald. He's like, I can get you folks anything else.
Actually, sorry, used the wrong voice there for a second. Roy.
It happens.
Just made a
Indeed,
TikTok about it.
indeed you could, actually.
Yeah.
We seem to be searching for an individual, a good friend of, a patron of ours. What was his name again? It's like Gyros, Liros, something along those lines. Bob Weiro, that was the one. You ain't seen him round these parts, have you, mate?
You're looking for him, and you do not know his name?
Well, I said I was looking for him, not listening for him, now didn't I?
Hmm. That's a good point. Maybe I have.
And would you help us, poor travelers of the night, find the man we're looking for? Greatly appreciate it.
Roll, roll persuasion for me.
Character sheet. I'm going to use the inspiration from my logic argument the other day. And that is significantly better, 24.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh.
You see him kind of look you up and down, and he looks over at Nod. He looks over at everybody else, and could probably help you for a price.
Oh, of course, my friend.
Of course. What do you have to offer?
Well, most of your patrons are going to leave here and go to the top side of the world if we don't do exactly what we've got to do the next little bit. It might be really bad for business if we didn't carry out our little mission.
Did you not hear conversation? I have legendary mead. Nobody leave without. This is not a worry of mine.
Barb is gonna butt in for a second and say, I've noticed you have a little musician over in the corner. He seems to be kind of a little droll. I myself am a bit of a performer. I could offer my services, help liven up the place a little bit.
Roll a persuasion.
And Barb, if you'd like some help up on the stage, I kill a pan flute.
Of course. Idiot.
Could I assist on this roll by saying that?
Sure.
Okay, cool. 23.
23. Okay.
My first
So
one
let's
was
say-
a nat 1, so.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, that would not be
But we'll
good.
go with the 23.
Much better. Okay, he looks at you. Okay, fine. You know it's my cousin, but you know it's fine. We could replace him. It's okay.
What a warm family.
I'll make you a deal. You liven up the place for a little bit. Not worried about customers, but after that, I'm gonna need something of equal trade. I do not deal with money here. Information is what I like.
Barbara's gonna put a hand up on the counter. I got you. I'm imagining it will be taller than her. So, yeah.
True. So the hand just kind of comes up and slaps it down. What
Yep.
are you? Are you offering him something, or are you just getting his attention?
Yes, I am offering knowledge because I have lots of that written down.
Okay. What are you offering him?
Well, I was thinking that I might roll for what information I have in my book since we haven't really established all of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
yeah.
Let's see. What would that roll be? Would that just be a straight roll? I don't think that'd be.
It might be a perception roll, I'm thinking, because it might be something she noticed. So I was thinking it might be a perception roll, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes. I think that's pretty good.
I was just thinking that was the one that made most sense.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll for secrets, and I rolled solo, but yeah. It is an 11.
11.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that'll work. Okay, so what do you pass him?
I pass him information about maybe Helm. Yeah. I pass him.
What might that be?
Oh,
The
well,
latest.
information about, okay. Information about Helm. I'm imagining...
You already made it, so just whatever you think it might be. That'd be interesting for him.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he has an addiction of some sort. Like it has something to do with drink. So he is really, really, he really enjoys his mead.
He's Asgardian, so that makes sense.
Yeah. A little bit too much, maybe.
Okay. He kind of,
Yeah.
lifts up his paw and takes a look at it. Okay. Takes it. You kind of see him slip it into his little pocket. Okay. So liven up the place, and then we talk.
All right. You ready, Prom? Do you know the maiden from Ipanema?
Oh, I knew the maiden from Epanuba.
Close enough.
Okay.
Okay. So are both
Barb
of you
gets
going to
their loot out.
be playing?
I get
Yeah.
my pan flute.
Okay.
I have my loot.
I'm going to help them out and cast dancing lights and do stage lights.
I'm also
right.
going to look at Barb and go, it's always a pleasure. I don't typically perform musically, but I'm very excited for this opportunity to perform with you specifically. And I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration.
And I look at Prom and I say, and I'm very excited to see you work the flute. Give you a bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Is yours a D8?
Yeah, D8.
Sweet.
I love it. All right. So both of you roll a performance
Okay.
Cool. Is that help action from
with advantage. Yes.
Cool.
So the lights go up and just light up the entire bar. You can see it's a little bit dustier than what you
Okay.
previously saw.
25.
25. Perfect.
34.
34. Awesome. So describe to us what do we see?
It's a full set. We go from it starts with some like lighter jazzy numbers. We maybe do a power ballad in the middle. And then there's a bit of a like once the crowd gets warmed up a little bit, we do like a big crowd pleasing number, one that everyone can sing along to.
I use minor illusion to change the tune of my pan flute, so it sounds more electronic-y.
Ooh.
You vocoder your pen.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Going full on 2000 share. Yeah.
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Reginald's going to sing along with the crowd pleaser and just like prestidigitate a flame from his finger as he, you're my wonder wall.
I love it.
No,
No, what are you doing while this is going down?
Yeah, he doesn't sing along or anything, but he takes like a bag of teeth and just kind of shakes it like maracas with a beat.
Perfect. Rhythm
Hell
section.
yeah.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing.
Section. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you see the bar starting to become very much more lively. The drunks are waking up and picking up their head. The orcs in the back are even putting down, and they've been doing this the entire time that you guys have been doing this. There's shots that they've been taking, and they start clapping, and a few people are stomping their feet as they go. Roll another performance for me.
Sure. 26.
6, nice.
23.
23.
Sorry,
Okay,
25.
so
25 again.
Okay, perfect. So you guys are continuing to keep the beat going. It's getting louder and louder as it goes, and people are becoming, just more animated as they're going. All right, so one final roll, performance for me, big finish.
26.
29.
9. All right, how do we finish off our
Ooh.
bout?
I prestidigitate some like smoke, like a big like fog moment, and some fireworks come out as we hit like a big power chord,
Mhm.
and a long flute solo, and yeah, and I go to smash my lute against the ground, but then I think better of it and I just lightly place it on the floor and stand up and bow.
Crowd surf.
Yes. Yes. Do it.
So you jump out in the crowd, and they're carrying you. It's not a ton of people, but they're carrying you nonetheless. They've all kind of come to the front
If
at
I-
this point.
If I lock eyes with the individual that I bought the same drink as, I'm going to look at them and give them a big wink.
Ooh.
Blanca's gonna make sure that no one is running away with our bards, because they were that good and hot. So I'm just gonna make sure that no one runs away with them. You never
All
know.
right.
There might be a god of kidnapping in here.
All right, I like it. Let's see, Promisque, roll a persuasion for me.
Persuasion. Ooh,
Persuasion.
okay. That's going to be a 29.
29. Okay. That's good enough. You lock
Whoa.
eyes with them. They lock eyes
Good
with you.
enough.
And there's a moment to where everything else kind of drowns out for a second, and they wake back. And then all of a sudden you feel a little like paper slip into your pocket.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm wearing a harness.
Oh, it's
so
in
just-
between. It's in between.
Hey,
Yeah. It's just kind of slipped in like
Even
a dollar
better. I want to show it off.
bill. It's like right on the chest.
It's a couple
area.
dollar bills in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a note with $2 bills sticking out the other side. Yeah.
Oh, can I add 2 gold to my inventory then? Hell yeah.
Okay, so big finish. Crowd dies down, and they go back to what everybody was doing. They're all going back to their chat. The ones that were previously passed out, they're awake, but they're staggering in their seats as they kind of go back into their stupor, ordering a few more drinks here or there. You just see like glasses just kind of flying across the room, not attached to anybody or anything. As they go down, and you come back and you see.
Don't forget to tip your waitresses.
And you see your bear friend, and he's just sitting there and just kind of looking at you and just, this is good. It's very good.
Thank you kindly. Now about that fair trade.
As fair as fair. And you see he's got a shot laid out for each of you. And in those shots are just what look like black tar. And you just kind of look down at them. A little couple of bubbles go bloop, bloop, as it pops up.
What
I
is?
just take it
what is this?
immediately.
It looks like a shot.
Well,
This-
it's be euros.
This is what you came for.
Bottoms up.
All right, Permiske, you take it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody taking it?
I'm not.
Art picks it.
I'm gonna wait until they take it. I'm just gonna wait to see what
I don't know.
happens.
So,
I don't know that Euros is not the god of slime monsters.
Exactly.
Barb is confident that she'll be fine.
if you
This
wanna
is
do
not a
check on who
Jell-O
it is,
shot.
You can. This, you haven't tried it yet. You don't know.
Reginald, this is actually really good. Wow, it's like got like a earthy taste to it.
So if you give her more than one of those, she's going to be lighting the wrong end of a cigarette in a minute.
Oh.
Blanca's gonna drink it.
Okay.
If the other ones are drinking it and nothing seems to be happening, then Blanca's gonna drink it too.
Nothing seems to be happening.
Cool.
Barb did avoid her tongue when she took the shot, so she does not know what it tastes like. Straight
Okay.
back.
Straight back. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
same.
like a film.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You see, he's looking at you, Reginald. This one's for you.
Right, Ian. Cheers.
And you take it back, and it's exactly like Permiske described it. And kind of sit there for a moment. You see him kind of nodding at you a little bit, and then everything starts to go black.
Oh
The
no.
room seems to almost like kind of dissolve and disappear as you all get encompassed just by darkness.
It's like college all over again.
Oh no.
And it's dark. It's almost like, like someone slipped something over your eyes. None of your senses are inebriated, none are really changing. It just becomes very dark. The music fades off in the distance, the murmur of people fades away. Your skin kind of tingles, but almost like that tingle, like just on the very top layer of your skin, nothing deeper. And then the next thing you know, a small light in the middle of the room starts to expand out. And you guys are no longer in the bar. You're now in what looks like a circular room. There are no doors or windows as you stand there, and it looks like it just fades into darkness from this middle, like, beacon of light.
Can we see
Me-
each other?
Yeah, you can see each other.
I immediately reach up to my shoulder. Is Regina there?
Yes,
Okay. She
still there.
sipped out of the cup after I dropped it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like
Yeah.
you were starting to let it go, and she just grabbed it with the little pinchers.
Is Igor there?
Nope. It's just
Okay, so it's just
it's
us.
just you in this
What
dark
is-
room.
You said there's a light in the middle of the room?
Yeah, it just kind of looks like lights emanating, not from anything in particular. It's just there's light in the middle. It's very odd.
Is it like towards the ceiling or like eye level?
From what you could sense from looking kind of around, you would look on the ground and it looks like it would just be like fresh asphalt, where it's just pure black, like kind of like hard tar. You look up and it just looks like the ceiling goes up forever, and the side it looks like it just slowly fades into darkness in all directions around you, like almost like perfectly round.
So what just happened?
Well, any number of things could have happened, really. We could have been teleported. We could all be blackout drunk. Though I'm leaning more towards possible astral projection, being that we are all here together.
Oh, I don't know how that works, but
We did something like this in my sorority.
oh,
It was a good bonding exercise.
so what are we supposed to do?
Well,
Let's look around.
If this is what we're supposed to be looking for, Regina, keep that blind side up, and he's gonna yell at the light. Oi, is there a Giro here? Wiro, whatever your name
Weirdo.
And as you say the name Wiro from the darkness, you hear, yes.
in any
How's the
particular
light
direction, or is
It's
this
not-
like an all everywhere creepy?
all around kind of creepy feeling. Yeah. Now all of you
Show
kind of
yourself,
have that
weirdo.
tingling on your skin. You know, even like your shirts feel uncomfortable. That's how like on edge the hair of your body is.
This is like a
And if you don't have any hair
sensory
on your body-
deprivation tank. Oh,
No.
Are you gonna be nice and come introduce yourself face to face, or?
You just from basically like all of you are kind of like facing in one direction at this point. From that direction, which you can't really tell if it's north, south, east, none of that. You just see like what looks like a freshly like skinned human skull emerge from the darkness, and hair just kind of going back, but it's not hair, it's like smoke going down from basically like a hairline all the way down to the back of the neck. And what would be like almost just like monochromatic like color, this like very thin but muscular body kind of like comes out, but instead of arms or hands, it's these large, what would almost look like scythes made out of like black smoke. Just kind of looks like it's just constantly like wisping away. It's just these large like spike scythe type arms that are on this. And from about the torso down, instead of legs, it's skulls of different races and creeds and all of the different backgrounds just kind of piled up on top of each other, going down to the ground. And you just see this figure coming out, just standing in front of you. What is it you want?
Are there any teeth in those skulls?
Absolutely.
I walk over. Start collecting.
So you walk over. Do a dexterity check for me.
12.
12. As you step forward, one of those like large scythe hands comes and it just blocks your way.
I walk around it.
He keeps blocking you.
I keep trying to walk around it.
Are you here to play games?
No, we're not.
That's me.
He might be. We're looking for eyeballs, actually, not teeth.
I think this one begs to differ.
Well, that one does not speak for the lot of us. No, we will
He's
get-
definitely looking for teeth.
He's definitely looking for teeth.
But
It's
everyone else is looking for eyes.
Specific eyes, that is.
And you kind of
He's good for any teeth. We need these specific eyeballs.
So now one of the large spikes comes and it just hits you right in the chest and it just starts to kind of push you back. Do you let it?
If not, I'm gonna hold not back
Yeah.
and help. Like hold not back. Like, now is not the time. Later. Now is not the time.
You
But
can
there's
contest
teeth
if you want.
right over there. I'll contest.
Okay, you're gonna contest. Do a contest with disadvantage since you're being held back.
Is it strength?
Yeah, strength.
So I don't have
Athletics,
to.
or just
I
sort of
don't have to
regular
roll, or
Ooh.
should I roll strength?
You know what? Yeah. Yeah, you roll strength too.
Is
That's
it
quite
athletics or
good
just regular
strength.
strength?
However, I'm rolling
do
like you
straight
would
strength.
not believe. I'm switching dice now.
Am I still
It's
doing
just a
disadvantage?
strength check.
Yep.
A strength check or athletics or what? What do we? At?
Straight strength.
19.
Strength. That
19.
will be a 4. I have high strength, but I rolled a freaking 2.
Ooh.
I'm switching
Okay.
dice now.
Okay, so he's starting to push you back, and you start to push him back, and both of you start kind of going back. And it doesn't look like he's walking; he's kind of like almost floating, as you both kind of start going into the distance to where you're both getting out of sight from the rest of the group.
Oh no! No, this is a bad idea. Not.
Am I getting any closer to
We
the
need
teeth?
to stick together.
Oh, you're all gonna kind of chase after him.
Please do.
I mean, he did make this bad.
Okay, so you guys gonna
If
go?
I'm here
if
for eyeballs.
I am being very stoic that I'm not helping, but if Blanca's still trying to pull him back, I'm going to use my invisible mage hand to give her use the help action, give her advantage on the next roll.
Boost.
Oh, is that at this point they're in the darkness.
Ooh.
Can you
I'm
guys
sure they'll
see
be
me?
fine. Blanca's very responsible.
That is true. Just
And,
not that smart, though.
So from out of the darkness,
Responsible, but not smart.
all of a sudden you hear, "All right, fine, just take them, take these," and you just hear, and you just see Not come trotting back with a handful of teeth.
I cannot believe you convinced them.
It wasn't that hard.
So you see him kind of coming back out from the shadow, just kind of shaking his head a little bit. You can kind of see some of the skulls are missing a couple of teeth here and there. They start, pulling in and new ones are replacing, and it's just this constant moving, like flurry of skulls. You can kind of hear little ticks and tacks of them kind of going together. So eyeballs is what you wanted, huh?
Right.
Specific eyeballs.
Very specific ones. Ones that belong to, I know them as the Fates.
I don't think the Fates have eyeballs.
Well, they did at one point. Now they only got the one.
We were told from a reliable source you would have these specific eyeballs that were given to Hades.
If you are looking for the eyeballs of the Fates, someone has lied to you.
Well, how about the ones that Bob was just talking about? Bob's a significantly better note keeper than I am.
You see the skull, which has no eyeballs, by the way. It's just darkness into there. None of the eyeballs that you can see have none of the skulls have eyeballs that you can kind of see, and he kind of is looking back and forth. Why should I give anything to you?
As I said, pretty please.
She did.
You really did.
I believe your please has been used with those teeth, and you just see the large scythe pointing to Not, holding his teeth very happily, by the way.
To be fair, that was not our please. That was his
was not.
please.
Should I take off the training heels?
Mm-hmm.
I can.
I turn.
All right.
I
I
turn
hold
to
out my
this-
hands for Barb's earrings.
Hey,
Um,
excuse me, Wiro.
Yes.
Is there anything you would like? For an exchange for information about the eyeballs, or possibly the eyeballs themselves? Anything you desire?
Perhaps.
So you do
need
know
them?
the eyeballs. It's okay. So you do know about them.
I
Great.
do know of eyeballs, yes. Rather rude to assume I don't know eyeballs, just because I don't have any.
But these specific
The
eyeballs.
specific ones.
Just specific god eyeballs.
Very specific eyeballs.
Yeah.
Whose?
Ones that
Did
were
you used to have
specifically-
eyeballs?
You can't just ask people if they used to have eyeballs. That's so rude.
You're
That
right.
is really rude.
I apologize. I was thinking. I was trying to put the puzzle together. Carry on.
Sin, we are lacking your notes.
Well, we don't
Oh,
know
I'm.
who's. Yeah.
Right, my son. What we're looking for here specifically is the eyeballs that were given to Hades. I believe the ones that let him look all around this here underworld of yours.
And what would you offer me if I had these eyeballs?
Well, we have all kinds of lovely information, secrets that people might not want out if you dabble in that sort of thing.
How would you like to take Hades' place after we take him down?
Or that.
Ooh, that
Or
is tempting.
that.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. It's 26.
26. Okay, you see him kind of look at you for a moment. Oh, that is tempting. That's real tempting. What guarantee would I have?
Oh, I mean, you'd have no guarantee, but where'd be the fun in a full guarantee?
And at this point, you see him kind of slink back into the darkness.
Try.
Look, it's quite obvious we are the chosen ones sitting down here to send Hades back scurrying with his tail between his legs. It has been done a many a time before. Obviously, once we're done, he'll be in a very wounded predicament or situation if he's not outright undeified by us, the legendary heroes, as it were. You might have to put in a teensy bit of legwork yourself and either finish the job or step up and take it. But what we are offering is the opportunity.
And from right behind you, almost like kind of coming up over your shoulder, Reginald, on the opposite side from Regina, you see him. You, the chosen ones?
Oh, yeah, that's how it works. A baby told us.
And it's like, if this toothy like face could give you a grin, it would be giving you a grin. It's like, what guarantees that opportunity is not enough? And he slinks back into the darkness.
Well,
What do
Nothing
you
can be
want?
guaranteed. Nothing can be guaranteed.
And it's more of, if it happens, you have that position. We have no, control over what happens down here, nor do we wish to know about it. If somehow you were to be thrown into power, feel the wealth and the dreams flow around you, think about it.
And at that moment,
Ruler.
you feel kind of one of the scythes kind of like coming from one of your shoulders, Promisque, and kind of like almost just kind of gliding over your harness, and you can kind of see it cutting, like just like a hot knife through butter, through part of it, as it kind of like almost like he's putting his arm around your shoulder, kind of sits
Oh,
there.
I
we could
appreciate
also.
it. We
do
consent
you
first,
want?
please.
Why do you want these eyes?
To save the world. Why else?
I'm gonna be
The world
honest.
is
I
not
have
saving.
maybe not specifically saving, but at least to keep the status quo where it is. Well, again, we could offer information. That one that you've actually got a knife held to her entire torso, could give you in detail a list of every single deity with a foot fetish up there.
And there is a lot of them.
Yeah, oddly a lot.
Do you actually know that, Reginald?
I don't know that. I was saying from his. I don't know which way I'm pointing. Jared's character would have that list.
Okay, I was to say roll persuasion or deception on that, but if you don't know, if your character doesn't actually know, deception.
Yeah, I'm okay with that being deception.
I also have volumes upon volumes of books of secrets and techniques.
28.
28. Kind of see and the face is animated even for being a skull, and it kind of is looking very intrigued. You get me that list, and maybe we can make a deal. And he slinks back into the darkness.
That is the list he wants. He wants the foot fetish list? Oh my god.
Listen, that is powerful information.
I'm not
Promise
kink
Kate.
shaming, but still.
Promise Kate, do you actually have that information? Or
Oh, of course not. Why would I know?
cool, great.
I have
Get up.
I mean, I have some information on that subject, yes, but that's my duty.
I've got a forgery kit. We can just put something together real quick. Let's think about it. Elm obviously has a thing for high arches. He's a runner, for God's sake.
You know, I can still hear all of you, right?
Hermes, yes.
Sorry, we're speaking in. It's a form of thieves' cant. It's upper world god stuff. I'm sure. I'm not exactly sure what it sounds like to your ear, but
Also, it's rude to listen in on people's conversations. Thank you.
Yes, actually, if you want that list, shouldn't we go get that list for you?
You see him just kind of come up in front of all of you again, and he's just pointing one of his large talon-like hands at you, and he's like, how about we make a deal? Each one of you give me something, and I will give you what you all want.
Oh, deal.
Fine.
All right.
How about you give me 100 souls each of your followers? When they pass on,
100.
they are mine.
What are you gonna do with them?
That is for me to know.
No. That is for us to know, my friend.
But it is you that wants something.
But it's you that would gain something. Is
As
it not?
would you.
I mean, I have so much more to give than 100 souls. I mean,
Make
but
me a
if
deal,
that's
then.
all, well,
I could give you a makeover.
I
A little
start-
bit of blush and some eyebrows would do wonders.
I start walking around the darkness and I go, it's just so bleak and dark down here, right? But, some people are into that, but it feels so lonely. It feels like you might crave the, attention of those souls that you would want from us.
Can I ask if I don't know how many souls we have. But however, can you buy souls from people? Like from other people? Or
Are you asking?
do you specifically want our souls? Or does it just have to be souls?
Are you asking me, the DM, or Wiro?
No, I'm asking the skull.
I don't need your souls. Your followers' souls. I will not take them any sooner than what they were meant to be. But once they're dead, they are mine.
And what happens then?
That's for me to know.
Right. Hero, was it? What exactly are you the god of?
Me?
Yeah, I've never heard of you.
And you see him just all of a sudden, like in your face, inches from you. I am the embodiment of darkness and evil.
Right. Okay, embodiment of darkness and evil. Unless you'd like to be the embodiment of martini olives, and Reginald will place his hand on the hilt of his rapier. I'd suggest you back up and leave a little space for the Holy Spirit.
And you just see it, and just the darkness that goes into the eyes just do not alleviate from your face. They just stare almost like into you.
Reginald's not moving.
So you all just see this lock of power between the two of them.
Oh, Blanca's gonna slide in and say, I think I have a list of the souls that forgets to pray. I can give you those souls.
How many?
Okay, I want to do a followers count.
Okay. Roll your d20.
Okay, I have. I'm switching dice. That's right. I almost forgot. That is a
Just a
natural one.
Natural
That
one.
is a
Okay,
natural one.
so your follower count has gone down. Your next check is going to have disadvantage. Go ahead and roll me a percentage die.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing some fancy math here.
No, don't be mathing on me. That is not 50.
50. Okay. So 50, and then go ahead and times that by 8.
400.
Yes, 400.
Okay. So that's your current follower count.
Thank God I did 50, or else I wouldn't have been able to do that math in my head.
Okay.
That is how many followers I've lost.
No, that's currently how many you have.
That's currently how many I have. Cool.
Correct.
Which means that all of the ones I have did pray.
Yes.
Darn it. I'm not sure that I have 100 to give.
Listen, Wiro, is there anything else you could possibly need? Maybe is there something out there that you might need done that you can't get done yourself? We're fine getting our, hands a little dirty if that, will get us this information.
You kind of see his head just kind of tilting to the side, not fully leaving Reginald's, but kind of peeking over at you, Barb. And you see him looking and goes, "Make me a deal."
I loved that game show, but
I do have a very fancy book here.
and it did offer a makeover.
Fancy book and a makeover.
Okay, fancy book and a makeover. And he kind of turns over and he looks at Not.
All right, weirdo. Can I call you weirdo?
No.
I'm just gonna take. Good.
You may
I'm
not.
gonna take this. Good. I have this big bag of teeth, some of which you've given to me, some of which is my own collection. I will trade you some of these fantastic teeth from all sorts of walks of life that you have never seen before, and you will be the talk of the underworld with your bountiful collection of teeth. You'll be intimidating, awe-inspiring.
See him look at you. All of them.
All the teeth?
All the teeth. Every one you own.
More teeth.
No, that's not how this works. That's not my whole thing.
How many? Give me a number.
Why do you want the teeth so bad now? You're just handing them out earlier.
Fine, I won't take the teeth. What else you got? Teeth are off the table.
What's your deal?
He's got a dog.
Oh,
Not right now.
That is mean.
That's true. Not right now, he doesn't.
Yeah.
For everybody watching, if you didn't see that, go back and watch. It was awful.
Harrowing.
It was It was
really
harrowing.
horrible.
That really threw me off.
Left me no
It set my
choice.
teeth on edge.
Mm.
I might have.
He looks over at well, I guess he goes back to Reginald. What about you? What do you have to offer?
Well,
Do you not
Okay.
all want these eyes that you are seeking?
are you gonna
Listen,
let me
Are
answer you?
your trinkets that important to all of you?
Oh,
No,
you
my just in this
trinkets are-
now, and we
My
can all
trinkets
go
are definitely not.
home. We can all go home if you'd like.
All right.
Oh,
How about my next moments of luck?
Explain.
The next time I roll a nat 20, I'll treat it like a nat 1.
Deal.
Ooh.
Turns over to Blanca. And you?
Same?
Luck for luck. Should we do this for everyone?
Oh no,
Is that a
I
deal
want
for
to give up
everyone?
my book. Listen. I think you'll really enjoy the book. I have the entire collection if you want it.
So a book, a makeover, some luck, and he looks back over Dot, and an unknown, as well as a opportunity for power.
That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
All right, one final one, and he's still staring directly at Nott.
I'm gonna push Nott like a little bit. Like, come on, go. You got it.
All right.
You got it. You got
My
it.
most prized possession. And he brings out a giant lollipop.
Just a one.
It's like the big. It's as big as my head.
Fine.
You don't
I
have
will
that big of a
take-
head.
I will take all of your lollipops.
Yeah. All right.
Done. And you just see him just fade into the darkness.
Wait, the blush.
Wait, you
Just
should
have
take
my
the
makeup
book.
brushes out.
As you kind of are holding the book, you see the book slowly start to kind of fade away.
Oh, well, I hope he enjoys.
And as you're all standing there, it's almost like a melting painting almost as you slowly start returning back to the bar. And it's almost like it just kind of oozes back down. And you're all exactly where you'd left. And you see your familiar polar bear friend just kind of sitting there, rubbing the glass with the dirty rag again. How'd they go?
I think pretty well, actually.
Yeah,
Nice, friendly.
took-
God.
it
Of
took
evil.
some negotiating, but it worked out.
Where's the nearest candy store? I need to read
Oh,
out.
hey,
candy
Nott.
store.
Actually, here, and I reach into my pockets and I pull out the two lollipops, the one that Pride gave me and one gave me. I go, I was saving these for a special occasion, but here you are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And as you take them, you see them just fade away.
Ah, yeah. I see.
Oh.
Maybe it's time to get into, just normal hard candies. Things
Yeah.
not on a stick.
Candy doesn't come on a stick?
Yeah, there's several candies that don't come on a stick. Lollipops are really the only ones that come on a stick.
No.
Isn't this kind of your thing?
So, as a mechanic, anything that might be classified as a lollipop, chocolate, candy, hard candy, not ice cream on a stick. That one's okay. will never be within your grasp for more than just a moment. All other candies are fine. But anything on a stick that might be considered a lollipop, or someone might be like, hey, look at that lollipop. It's gone.
Does this include books for me?
Your book, the one that you gave him, is gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have multiple copies on you?
Oh, of course I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Take a look. See
I
what happens.
take a look at volume 1.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Oh, that was a close one. Oh.
And I guess I'm just on retainer for whenever he has a date. I don't know. Also,
And
do we
also-
just now have?
He'll poof
As-
out
as
of
you look down-
existence at some point where he wants to look pretty.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
And as you're sitting there, you notice that right in front of Reginald, and a couple of the shot glasses, there are 2 eyeballs.
Oh,
Actually, kind of looking up at you.
looking.
That's outright
Wait, what?
diabolical.
Yeah, one is a emerald green color,
Diabolical.
the iris part of it, and then the other one is a deep brown.
Ew,
You just-
squishes.
I'm just gonna grab the eyes and put them in a bag.
Roll sleight of hand and roll athletics.
Sleight of hand and athletics.
No, you do sleight of hand. Not you do athletics. Or
Oh, I was kidding. I
dexterity.
wasn't doing that.
Oh, you're not actually doing it?
Oh.
No,
That would have
no.
been fun. So you go to do it
Commit
and, like
to
right
the
before.
bit.
It's gonna be a night.
Always say
19.
yes.
Say yes. Yeah. Commit to it.
That's okay. Your hand is going down, but you stop right before. But Blanca gets in there and snatches him away real quick.
I'm just gonna keep those.
Now,
Okay.
what do we do with these here peepers?
Well, we need to find more than these. We were finding. Oh my God! I cannot.
See Igor standing there. Those nice eyes. Not bad.
Not take a closer look at them.
Yeah, but probably not in a bar though.
Oh yeah, maybe we should find somewhere a bit more private.
Somewhere with rooms.
I'll look to Igor. And, know anywhere with open lodging nearby?
I mean, there's plenty of places. I mean, I got a few rooms if you need it.
If we can,
Yes.
yes, that would be nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
1, 2, what you need.
Can do. Let's do 2, 3, and 3. Whenever Pride gets back.
That sounds good.
Maybe
sounds
maybe
good.
3 rooms.
3 rooms? Sure.
3,
we can
2,
do
and
3.
then you by yourself.
Well, I was thinking 2, 2, and 2, but you know.
You see that big paw come out and it's sitting there just,
How much for a room then?
what information you have?
I gave him a tooth.
I give them the book.
Book, okay. Tooth, he just drops it back on the counter.
Ew, you dropped it. Tooth.
I like look him up and down. I say,
Your
you know what?
money
You're
has no
actually,
value.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're actually more of an autumn. You should try wearing more earth tones. That's my information.
Roll persuasion.
27.
27. He's like, okay. One more.
One more tooth? Got it.
Nope.
Can I roll for my book again? But I think with disadvantage since I lost followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they were actually kind of good, both of them. Let's see. That's 14. 14 is my lowest.
Okay. Yeah, 14 will do it. So kind of describe what information do you hand him?
Okay, I have information about some followers of mine. Most of my followers are writers and authors and stuff like that. I have information about them stealing ideas from another author. Them putting
that's
it
a
in a
good one.
book, publishing it first, So it looks like the other one stole their idea. Yeah, I have that written down.
Goosey.
All right, I like it. So he points you back towards one of the doors, and it leads you back to. There's 3 doors that lead into pretty bare bones rooms. You know, it's got a couple of beds, a couple of nightstands, a little lamp. Nothing fancy or glamorous.
The bear has bare bones rooms.
That's right.
Personally, I'm glad you came up with that autumn colors. I was going to tell him I think he'd look better in a leather hat.
Yep, probably. But here, let's gather in one of these rooms and take a closer look at these eyeballs.
Yeah. Blanca's
Yeah.
just gonna place them out on a table when we're alone.
Reginald and Not, roll a perception for me.
Oh, yes.
Uh,
Nat 1.
Okay.
16.
Actual nat 1 or nat 20?
Actual nat 1. Natural nat 1.
Okay.
Extra
Not
natural nat 1.
Not what was yours?
16.
16. Okay. So Reginald, you go in and you were just so impressed by your own bare bones joke that you don't notice anything about this room. You're just kind of chuckling to yourself while everybody else is kind of doing their own thing. And Nat,
It's
you
funny
go in-
because he's a bear.
And Nat, you
Regina's
go and
laughing.
You're investigating. You notice that a couple of the beds have carvings on them that look like bears, but there's actually a couple of real teeth, and you kind of go and pop them off.
Really missed
There
those.
Are they bear teeth?
Teeth on the what? Wait, what?
The bed frame?
Kinky.
Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic. Don't be.
Not if you want to roll for what the teeth are. I would say do a nature check.
Oh, was it not bear teeth?
Check. Well, I just figured you just kind of snatched them. You didn't even check to see what they were.
Fair enough. That's another 16.
Okay, they are bear teeth.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Bear
Bare
teeth,
bone teeth.
like in the bed or on the bed?
Like in the bed, like carved into the wood, like to
What, like
give it
they're the
nice-
chocolates?
Embedded.
Ow.
Yeah, like
Not-
to look
not
like,
like-
it's like yeah,
Not
You know,
like,
like
a
the eyes
bear
are like
got kicked into a
No.
bedpost and its tooth broke off.
no, like it's meant. It kind of looks like it was meant to be like an effect, like the eyes are like opal kind of things. It's like embellishment to make them look fancier.
All right.
But
Imagine
now
if
there's
we
missing teeth.
Imagine if we started putting like human teeth into bed frames. People would be freaked out.
Ugh.
Someone's done it, and you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
I think I
serial
responded.
killer out there.
I don't want to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
That's like some H.H. Holmes shit.
Eh. Okay.
Um,
So now that we're done with the teethy thing, what are you guys doing?
I just wanna, like-
teeth in this episode.
I just want to check out these eyeballs and see what these can do. See
Okay.
if I get any vibes from them.
Sure. Do an Arcana check for me.
I get +9 to this, so. Not 20.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so you're
Oh.
looking at the eyes, and it looks like they're staring back at you. Like they kind of, as you move, they kind of move. Like it's kind of, even though they're like straight eyeballs, they're somehow following you, in a way. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those paintings. Like as you look, but no, they're actually like it looks like they're moving, but it doesn't feel like they're moving. And you get this like they feel like godly eyes.
Do I get the feeling that there is someone looking through these eyes?
With the 20, you don't get that someone else is looking through. You maybe get the vibe that they're looking at you, but it
Okay.
doesn't seem like they're a portal or like a way of spying on you. You do definitely get the vibe that these were the eyes that you're looking for, the eyes of Hel and Anubis.
Okay. So Blanca checks it off on the list.
All right.
So
Did you say those were embedded or?
Oh, those are the
eyes.
teeth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the teeth were embedded. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
The eyes belong to two different gods. Like one of the eyes
Hell and
are from
Anubis.
Hell and one Anubis, right?
Yeah.
Those gods do, for all we know, do they still have one eye?
Roll a history for me.
Sorry, I'm used to being a high intelligence character. This is like
Same. Can I also roll a
18,
history?
so that is actually cool. I think I have a negative
Okay.
1 to history, so 17.
Okay, 17. And then, I mean, if you want to roll 2, you can.
19.
19. Okay. So, kind of thinking back, you do kind of remember maybe seeing them. You weren't sure if like maybe they were like just walking around with like one eye closed or not, but they're not very predominant out in there. And because you did get such a high roll, you do kind of remember like maybe the last time seeing them. Maybe it was like it seems like those connections are kind of fitting. Like you don't get a perfect image. Like yes, absolutely. But you're like oh maybe they had their eye
It
closed.
makes
I kind
sense,
of remember.
yeah. It's not like they're
Yeah.
portrayed with an eye patch or anything.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And they're not predominantly like out in the open, especially up in, the top part of the world in a sense.
Yep. Cool. Yes. Thank God for that roll. I have been rolling horribly.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do now? We have these, and what were the other things we were getting? She
So
says,
we,
looking around at the people that do notes. Because I'm not good at those.
3 mythical items.
Yeah, Eon didn't really tell us what they were. It just said 3 items of great importance, basically.
Okay, does this count as 1 or 2 items?
I think
they're
this was separate. Yeah, we needed the eyeballs and then 3 items
Okay.
from
okay.
what I'm remembering.
So all of you thinking back, the eyeballs were one set of the 3 things you needed.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, they
cool.
were part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he didn't say, he just said he didn't know the other 2, right?
You didn't ask.
Okay.
We didn't ask.
He was a baby.
Nobody asked.
We were distracted heavily by a baby.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
I had a full picture of Sangria.
That's. Wait, are we this dumb? Is this really happening?
It's a bunch of bars.
Oh my.
We'll
No, I'm just
figure it
kidding.
out.
Yeah, and
everybody-
I am playing someone who's not that clever, but you're not.
Everybody roll a perception for me.
Mm. Team.
16.
12.
Well,
His bed is so comfortable. It really is like whatever they did to stuff it is perfect. Natural one.
Is like another one? Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Barb, what was yours?
13.
Okay. Yeah, so everybody but Promisque, who is so enamored with how soft and cuddly these sheets are, like almost like it feels like silk is how distracted you are by this. You're just like, is this silk? It doesn't feel like silk. It can't be silk.
Is this authentic bear fur? Wow. They're really going out with this room.
And as you're examining and inspecting the sheets with this, the rest of you hear a small tapping at the window in the room.
I see what's rapping
And
on my
you see
window
it's
door.
like a little finger just kind of tapping.
Blanca goes to open the window without thinking.
And as you just swing open the window.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you swing open the window, Hermid pops his head up, and you all remember him because he was one of the gods that saved you from the rooftop.
Mhm.
And he kind of pops his head up, and he's like, "Hey, how you guys doing? How's everything going?"
Right there.
Well,
Yeah, we got some
got-
peepers.
yeah.
Sorry,
Sounds good.
how did you get down here?
Yeah.
Hermid, messenger of the god. It's what I do. I get
Yeah.
around.
How'd you
fair
get
enough.
through the eyeball door?
Oh, didn't go through the eyeball door.
What?
There are multiple entrances.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't go through the eyeball door. You guys
Say,
went through the eyeball door? That guy's a.
Do I
that guy's a
believe
dick.
him?
Roll
I roll an insight.
Yeah, roll insight.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Then I'm not even gonna.
25.
What was it?
Mine?
You rolled. What was it?
15, I think.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Yeah, rolled
so
really
you-
low.
So you get the feeling that he's telling the truth. Permiske, you can definitely tell that he's not lying to you. He definitely didn't come in through the eyeball door.
Wait, so can you easily get between here and the upper city?
You guys didn't do that.
Do you mind doing us a quick
No.
favor?
You guys went through that. That guy's a dick. Why'd you guys go through him?
Actually, he's an eyeball.
Yeah.
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 I
The
don't-
dick
why
dog's on
did
the
we
other
go?
side. Much
Oh my
easier.
god, that was a dad joke.
Could you do us a favor real quick?
Yeah.
If you can get would you mind checking in with Mr. Eon? And seeing, we tell him we got the eyes and we don't know what to do next.
Okay.
Also, if you could tell us what stage of life he's at, I'm very curious on how fast he ages. Thanks.
Okay. Sure.
It hasn't been 43 days, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back, I guess. And you just all of a sudden you just see this like blue poof just go and he takes off.
Is it still Deus Ex Machina if
Like-
they're an actual god?
Yep. He's back.
Oh.
All right. So I talked to him. You guys didn't ask. What's up with that? He said this really. This is not
I
cool.
had
You
a
guys just
full
left.
picture of sangria.
By the way, he's like later toddler, almost like, getting into not like teenage years, like, maybe like 6 or 7 or somewhere in that range.
Okay.
He said you
doesn't
guys are
know
weird.
anything about child ages. Cool.
Yeah, he said you guys are weird.
Yeah.
But we're weird.
You guys are asking about what his age was. He said that was weird.
It's an accurate assessment. I was just wonder if he's smoking cigarettes behind the bleachers yet.
Not yet.
Did he say anything about the
He's
eyeballs?
a few millennia years old. I'm sure he'd be fine smoking cigarettes. I mean, his mom's not going to come.
No, it's a little sad.
Who's his
Yeah.
mother?
I don't know. You want me to go ask?
No,
Nope.
that's
No,
fine.
no,
That's
no.
I'll
fine.
be right back. I can go ask.
No, that's fine.
How about the eyeballs? Did he say anything about those?
Yeah, he said, good job on getting the eyeballs. Good. And then he said, you guys forgot the other 2.
Yes. We
Yeah,
are well
so he-
aware.
So he said, if you are the chosen people, whatnot. It went on for a bit. It took a while. He said, you're missing the jar of death and the heart of a pure mortal.
I don't. That last one doesn't sound like something the chosen ones would have.
I'm just saying, that's what he said.
Is that like a fresh pickled one that we could find somewhere, or is this like a pick your own kind of thing?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. He's gone.
I'm really not here for plucking out the heart of a mortal.
Yeah.
Especially a
I don't
pure
want to
one.
Come
do.
on, it's just one mortal.
He's back.
I care for mortals, no matter which mortal they are.
Okay. He
Welcome
said
back.
thank you. I appreciate it. He said it's not one that you gotta get, it's one that Hades already got.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's down
So he
here.
He said you gotta get that to like stop him. You gotta combine all the whatever's together kind of thing. You gotta have them all kind of thing.
yes.
Like he already has one, so you don't have to get one. Don't do that.
Yes, Voltron. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Don't do that. But like get it, and then the jar of death. It like contains a lot of like the death gods that are already like here that he's like entrapped in there, and that's what creates this barrier that kind of protects the heart. That's kind of what he said.
So we gotta
We should
get the
get the
jar
jar.
of dirt. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the jar of death, not dirt, jar of death,
Okay. Cool.
And then
cool,
we
cool.
put everything in the jar.
something like that. I don't know. You want me to go ask
So
him?
should we go for the heart
figure it out.
first?
Okay.
well, if we go for the jaw first, and we don't have to have the eyeballs rolling around in our Blanca's pocket.
Yes, but
Yeah.
if they catch on to us and we get the heart first, if we're on our way to the jar, we can throw them both in right when we get there.
Blanca's just going to look at the eyes and say, what would you prefer that we do with you? Do you prefer to be in a pocket, or do you prefer to be in a jar of death?
You kind of see the eyeballs kind of.
Once. Oh, it doesn't have eyelids.
You see the eyes kind of looking back and forth real quickly, kind of nervous.
I can make a jar look like something else. It's a little bit more difficult to make a heart look like something else.
You kind of see the eyeballs kind of like the pupils kind of going up and down a little bit.
So you don't want to be in the jar of dirt. Check. Yep, that's what I'm getting from the twitching.
The first thing we should do is find out where both are.
Right.
That is true.
Right. Also, real quick question. Ace eyes is so ADs can see things, right?
I think so.
That's what I thought. Put those things in a bag, love.
I was just so he could see
Yeah,
things, or is it so he could
I-
be unseen.
You see the one.
I'm not good with this whole.
I'm not a real big fan of
I don't
eyes.
really pay attention.
To be fair, Pride's the one that keeps the best notes around here, and it's not. That said, the eyes, they're looking at something. Something's making a move. I don't know what that is. So let's keep them in a bag until we're ready to use them.
Okay. Blanca's going to put them back in her pocket.
Right.
You guys all good? You guys all.
I mean, it's good where you're gonna be, unless you know where this jar of death is.
Could ask around.
You could
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, you do that. I'm going to make sure that the other 2 bedrooms are made of bear teeth.
Okay.
Seems
and
smart.
Then
Seems
he
smart.
takes off.
What's wrong with bear teeth?
It's just not natural. You don't want to wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and the first thing you see is giant bear teeth above you.
Personally, love waking up with bear teeth in the morning.
I think
It's
I'm
quite
going to do the sleep on the floor thing.
You
Well,
guys
it's
checking out the
taking
rooms?
longer than I expected.
I'll check out the other rooms with
Yes.
Reginald.
Okay. So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you all go in, and they look pretty much the same. Similar beds with teeth, and the same opally colored eyes for adornment. They kind of look like they're like just copies of the same room you were just in.
Right, well, I suppose this will be mine and Regina's room. There's 6 of us, 3 rooms for 2 and 2.
Does the crab need its own bed?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not one to argue.
You just see Regina coming out, just like.
Is Regina Italian?
Yes, of course, Regina's Italian. Canon.
Blanca, you want to do a sleepover?
Absolutely. Can you do that makeover thing?
Absolutely. I'm already braiding your hair.
All right, so everybody, you're just gonna kind of chill and hang out on the bed. What are we? The bedrooms. What are we doing?
Waiting for those answers to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to take like a short rest, long rest while we're kind of waiting?
Yeah.
Short rest.
Short
I
rest.
wouldn't mind. I think I get key back from a short rest. Isn't that right? I haven't played a monk before.
Not at this level.
Let's see. Write in chat, people who know. Yes, short rest. Goes back for the short rest. So I'm good with this short rest. But I don't know if the spellcasters would like a long one.
I still have plenty of slots left.
Cool. Yeah, we have a lot of slots in this party.
Hey, no slot
Sorry.
shaming.
Sorry, I'm not gonna slot shame. That is not fair.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's nothing else you guys would like to do until after your short rest, I think that will be it for tonight. So congratulations to our party for defeating, in a way, our first boss.
I was ready
I'm
for combat.
actually, I was about 50-50 if you guys were actually going to fight this thing. So the last minute I had to come up with some stuff for him. I was like, they might fight him actually, which it looked like it was going to get that way. So
Yeah, I was also kind of spooked by Reginald's attitude. I was like, oh, snap, we're gonna fight this thing? I hope not.
To be
I had
fair,
a calm emotion
God.
at my fingertips, ready to go. So
oh,
to be fair, Reginald was a highwayman. However, he did err in starting a staring contest with something that didn't have eyelids.
that is
And
very
also
true.
didn't have eyes.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. So before we do announcements, let's go back around and let's do our little who's there and where you can find us all. So I am Alex at Alexander the Dad on TikTok. Let's go with our toothy friend this time.
I'm at Jaros1 on TikTok, also known as Justin. Teeth.
All right, operator.
Hi, I'm Hello Operator on here. I'm Hello Operator on TikTok. Yeah, it's been a blast. Oh, and this is Regina.
All right. Let's go with Dan.
Dan the Baker on all the socials. It has been a pleasure being your barb this evening.
All right, and genders.
Hey, I'm Janders or Jared. You can find me on TikTok at Janders42.
All right, and of course, round.
I am SRoundDND, and you can find me on TikTok and YouTube.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you guys and gals for watching. You will see us again next week, same time, same place, same night. But before we go, don't forget the Idiot's Guide will be back on Sunday, and Ash and Shade will be back on Wednesday. Both games playing at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you all again, and have a great night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Doodles.
Bye.
Toodaloo.